Eyes live. They say we live. Guess I'll find out. I'm gonna talk some more about the crazy Crumbley family. Or maybe I shouldn't call them that, huh? Somebody let me know what the appropriate word to describe that actual family. The first thing come to my mind is crazy. I couldn't jump on that. I couldn't jump on here over the weekend because I had stuff to do. But we all saw that the mother and father was arrested, just like I said they would be in my last broadcast. We also found out that Ethan did, in fact, have that weapon when he was in the meeting with the school officials. Like I said in my last broadcast. And mom and dad tried to do the race. They tried to get up out of there. They tried to get up out of Dodge. They say they went and withdrew. They said that the mother and father withdrew like $4,000, like $4,000 from the ATM. And they found them in Detroit in an abandoned building. But they say that they weren't running. They say they weren't running. They were just walking fast. They wasn't running, they was just walking fast. They was trying to get up out of Dodge. You hear me? They already knew what was gonna happen. Yeah, they did. They knew. They knew exactly what was gonna happen. Whoa, what's going on? Bike life. Talking about these crazy. These crazy the school shooter dude. I jumped on my last joint. I told him that they was gonna lock his mother and father up. And they try to get up out of Dodge. What am I doing over here? I'm doing something. Calling myself multitasking. Trying to anyway. But what I'm saying now is what I think that their defense gonna be. I think they're gonna try to say that the kid threatened them after they bought him the gun and he had possession of the gun, that he wouldn't let them lock the gun up. And probably they're gonna probably try to say that he threatened them or whatever. Because they already know he washed. He's washed. He's not going anywhere. And they gonna try to build a defense shit. You asked me, they caught them in Detroit, and Detroit got an international airport. So they had $4 grand, and they close to an international airport. They was getting ready to leave the country. They was getting ready to say the hell with the kid. They was getting ready to say the hell with the son. They was getting ready to get up out of Dodge. And got caught before they got a chance to. But they got to try to build a defense, and that's going to be their best defense, because it's already out there that he had the damn gun when they was in school at the meeting. They had a school meeting with his parents. He had the gun while they was in the meeting with the school people, and his mother knew he had it, but she left him there. She left him there in the school with the gun in his bag, and the people called the parents there to let them know that he drawing pictures with the gun, and pictures of bodies with bullet wounds in them, and they call you up to school for that, and you know your son got the gun in his bag, and you're gonna leave him in the school. I think the son was running things. He was running things. The mother and father ain't had nothing going. I mean, that ain't even normal activities. I don't know nobody to just buy their 15-year-old a burner. I'm gonna buy you a cig. I bought you a cig for Christmas. Go ahead. You can take it now. You can take it right now. Go ahead, do what you like. Shorty had he had possession of that gun. He probably told the mother and father, I wish you would try to take this gun back and lock it up. I'm gonna take both of y'all heads off. Come on, try to take it. I guarantee that's what they're gonna say. And then they'll be asking them, but why didn't you call the authorities or the police or something to let them know that so you can get the gun back or whatever. Oh, because we thought he would try to harm himself. We thought he was gonna harm himself, so we didn't want to involve. We thought we could maybe get it back from him and coax him to give it back. Ethan wasn't hearing none of that. $15. 15 years old. Who does that? Who does it? The the Crumleys do it. Evidently. Yo just went ham. He get the gun. He on social media. Just got my new beauty today. Posting the joint. A couple days later, he in the classroom. Instead of doing his schoolwork, he in there searching ammunition on his phone. And the thing that killed me, when they found out that he drew the picture or whatever, why didn't the school actually search his locker or make sure he didn't have a freaking gun in his possession? They never searched his bag. They never searched his locker. That's bugged out. But I say, out of the mother and the father, the mother is going to get the most time. Because I don't think the father actually, I think he looked like the type that just there. You know what I mean? He like the type that's just there. Like he ain't running nothing. He ain't got no say. Like the mother just running the show. And then she let the kid do whatever he wanted to do. Go ahead, take the gun and just don't let nobody know. Just don't tell nobody you got it in your bag. But the father tried to save himself. Pops tried to save himself. And he say when he heard about the shooting going on at the school, he called the police. He called the police and said, "I think that's my son. I think my son is the shooter." Too late. It was already too late. The mother told his daggone boy when the school teacher told her that he was in school searching for ammunition online. She told her son, texted her son and was like, "LOL, LOL, I'm not mad at you. Next time, just don't get caught." That's why I said they gonna mash her. They gonna mash her. You already know the kid. The kid ain't going nowhere. He has a new permanent address. Department of Corrections. He ain't going nowhere. Drewski, what's up, bro? Yeah. He gonna have a life sentence. I don't even know if their state carry the death penalty, but he's gonna have a life sentence. And whenever he die, they gonna cremate him. And they gonna take his ashes and they gonna smear his ashes on the wall or either on the floor to fill in cracks or whatever. You know what I mean? To make sure he never leaves the prison. When he died, they're gonna make him a part of the actual prison. His none of him is ever gonna leave that prison. That's how that's gonna go down. Did I call it? Did I call it or what, Drew? I knew I knew his little ass had that bump up and gun. I knew he had that gun while he was in the school. I was just saying, I was just saying that I think the mother and father was going to try to skip the country. Was going to try to leave the country and say the hell with them. when they started running, they say they had an international airport in Detroit. You know what I mean? And they got caught in Detroit. And people say when the state's attorney or whatever office, they called their lawyers and told the lawyers that they was that they needed to turn themselves in. And so they set up a time. They said they set a time up for them to turn themselves in, and they jetted. Oh no, they're not running. Exactly, exactly. That's what I said. You hit it right on the nail. You hit it right on the nail, Juicy. You know Canada right there. Canada is right there. I seriously think that once they gave him the gun, once they gave him that gun, once he had it in his possession, that he bucked on them, that he bucked on the mother and father. Like, I'm not giving you the gun back. They probably was like, Ethan, give us the gun so we can put it, so we can lock it up. No, I'm not giving it back to you. It's mine. It's mine. You bought it for me. You bought it for me. It's mine. I'm not giving it back. Come take it. Try to take it. Say investigation on the dude that was hiding them. Yeah, because I saw where they said the spot that they found them, that the spot they found them at, they didn't break in. They didn't break in the spot. They was let in. Yeah, they had somebody, you know what I mean, helping them out. Might have been trying to get them some fake IDs or something. You know what I mean? Because they wasn't going to be able to just walk in the airport and go nowhere. You know what I mean? They say they wasn't running though. The mother and father say they wasn't running. They say they wasn't running. I say that's cool. They wasn't running. They was just walking real fast. They wasn't running. They was walking real fast. What kind of defense could they use? I'm telling you, I'm on it. Mark my words. Mark my words. That's gonna be their defense. They gonna run it like, oh, once he had possession of the gun, he wouldn't get a gun back. He just wouldn't give it back. We didn't think that he would do anything like this. You say they took so they took that 4,000 out. Right, right, definitely. That's why I say that 4,000 was paying for something. That 4,000 that 4,000 was going to pay for something. Right. I wonder how much of that 4,000 they had on them when they locked them up. Or had they already given the money to somebody to pay for IDs or whatever. I was watching them when they had the little arraignment joint, and it was like the lawyers for the mother and father was in there. Oh, we think that their bail should be, what she say, 50,000. The bail should be 50 to 100,000. I was like, woman, you reaching, you reaching with rubber arms for real. And we wouldn't, we we don't oppose electronic tethering in this case. Of course you don't. Shit, they wasn't letting them go nowhere. Judge even told them, we had to come get you. You know what I mean? Ain't like you turn yourself in there to come get him. But I just want to see. But I guarantee you, because they already, I say they already know. They already know the son is a lost cause, man. He's a lost cause. He done. So they're gonna throw him. He's going under the bus. They're gonna throw him under the bus. You know what I mean? Any kind of way they can. You know what I mean? For them to try to avoid doing some prison time. Like I said, I think they're gonna give both of them some time. I think both of them gonna get time. But I think the mother is going to actually get more time than the father though, because she was just she was on some extra stuff. She noted the boy doing this, that he's online searching for ammunition and all types of stuff, and she it's evident. I mean, what you think? You say you don't think that they'd go with that kind of defense that he wouldn't get a gun back? They say, well, how did he get the gun? Was evidently it's neglect. It's neglect altogether because you couldn't have had the gun secured. The gun couldn't have been secured if he was able to just go get it and you know what I mean. You just go take the joint and you don't know it's gone. You're gonna say I didn't know it was gone. That's what the father's saying. When he heard that it was a school shooting, he rushed home, and that's when he realized the gun was gone. Then if you got the gun locked up, so what, you give him a key? What the hell, you give him a key to the lockbox or whatever you had the gun, or the safe? You know what I mean? So they probably go say how sweet their kid was with them. I'm tell you, man. You watch. You watch, I tell you. That's what I'm saying. Right. That's exactly. The gun wasn't never locked up. And that was the thing. Like, but then the father act like he was surprised. You know what I mean? When they bought the gun, they straight gave it to him. Yeah, they trying to say it was in a drawer. That gun wasn't in no drawer. When they bought that gun, when they bought that gun, they gave it straight to Ian. Let me tell you some good stuff, man. They gave that joint, they gave that gun straight to Ian, man. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing they gave it to him. Well, he had open access to it rather, and he took it out of the room or whatever, and wouldn't give it back and wouldn't put it back. And that's what I'm saying. And I said in the last joint, the mother knew he had the gun in his bag, and the school people tried to get them to take him home that day, and they refused. They refused to take him out to school. You know what I mean? And I think if they would have actually, you know what I mean, rode or you know what I mean, rode with the school officials, Ethan probably would have popped them, man. He probably would have shot his own mother and father, man. And that's why they probably left him in there. And you say the police forensics say they kept it in the drawer. Yeah, you're right. That ain't how you store. That ain't how you store a firearm. That joint's supposed to be under lock and key. It's supposed to be under lock and key. You're not supposed to be able to access it at all. So did he have more than one gun? Did he have did the dad did the father own more than one firearm? Because I don't actually see somebody buying a firearm for your child and you don't actually have a firearm of your own. Yeah, that trial is going to be crazy. I wonder if they're going to try them all together. And I'm wondering what the hell, what the hell Ethan going to say? What is Ethan attorney going to say? What is Ethan defense going to be? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm being framed. You watch what I tell you. You say the mother and father gonna try to paint a picture of that little, or the of the little angel with the thick glasses on, with the prayer hands. When it set in, yeah, you probably right. They're gonna try to anyway. They're gonna try to. Not sure not. I'm not sure not whether it's gonna work, but that's crazy. But you ask me, yeah, Ethan shot every daggone body, but the school dropped the ball. The school dropped the ball big time. They dropped the ball big time. Because they say he got caught searching for ammunition on the internet first. That was before the teacher caught him drawing the other picture. So if you combine the two of them, they should have called the police. Yeah, because they just he basically giving you a blueprint. And the whole time you sitting in there with the joint in the bag. Man, I swear. Say something slick out your mouth. He probably in there like, say something slick out your mouth about me. Well, I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna give it to you. Nah, that whole thing crazy. But they actually, Mom Dukes, she had she had all that whole thing when they was being arraigned, and she heard how much time she was listening to how much time she was listening to how much time that them charges carried. Her brain shut down on her brain shut down on her for a second. Judge, Judge had to ask, "Did you hear me?" she she was adding she was adding all those numbers up in her head. Wait a minute, we up to 60 years already. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I think I should start crying now. Let me start crying now. Craziest the father and son there. Oh yeah, you already know. Let's see if somebody bail them out. Let's see if somebody start well, they got lawyers already, so I don't know how the lawyers being paid for, but let's see if somebody a fund or whatever for their bail. Let's see how that pan out. Shit, they only need an M. All they need is $1 million cash, cash or surety. I'm quite sure they can find somebody that got that laying around. I mean, they could always. You don't think so? You don't think nobody put a fund together to try to bail them out? I done seen crazier stuff happen, man. I done seen crazier stuff happen. Somebody, somebody might bail them out if they sell whoever they bail them out. That's all they got to do is sell their soul. I mean, their rights, the rights to their story. I need you to sign right here. Sign on the X. They say and you said you ain't heard a single good thing about these two. And I agree with you because everything I didn't heard about them so far, none of it been pretty. Nobody had good words for him. You know what I mean? Nobody had good words for him. But like I say, you got some people out here that ride for him. Just to say, if a person can make some money off of that, you know what I mean, they'll make a movie about that, man. This the first time it ever happened where they didn't charge the mother and father, you know what I mean, of a school shooter. It's pretty much history. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, somebody wouldn't surprise me. None of somebody would bail them out, but they would quote unquote label it as them selling their life rights, the rights to their story. You say that the ex-wife say that the wife was a piece piece of work. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. And that's what made me know. Then I heard that first before I started hearing all the other stuff about how she was texting her son like every time he got jammed up, she was just finding stuff funny. LOL. Next time, just don't get caught. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what I say, though. You say they should face maximum. Yeah, but I don't see how they I think they hit them with second degree or even manslaughter, something like that. Because they didn't get first degree. They didn't get first degree. Yeah, the only one got first degree was Ethan. And they can only get a mother and father. I think it was manslaughter or second degree or whatever. Or it was like basically just the negligence part or whatever. If you ask me, right, exactly. Involuntary manslaughter. If you ask me, I think they shouldn't. I think the maximum amount of time is 15 years on that. So the four counts, yeah, four counts is like 60 years. But they was like, and that's if they run it concurrent. I mean, not concurrent, but consecutive. But you know, most of the time they wouldn't do that. Not with them. Not unless you the actual shooter. They'll probably give them the 15 and then suspend this and suspend that. That's what's going to happen. They gonna get the 15 and this will be suspended and the timing for the time that they got in get calculated and all that. But I actually got the mother. I seriously got the mother getting popped. I got her getting hit heavy because she was like showing up. I would label her as a co-conspirator. You know what I mean? She was basically she was basically a co-conspirator. She had knowledge of everything. Like she was basically sitting back, like seeing if he was going to actually, you know what I mean, if he was going to actually do something. You know what I mean? No, I don't think he got the balls to do it. I don't think he got it in him. Then she going when it started going down, and I guess it started coming over the news or whatever. Say she texts him, Ethan, don't do it. What you mean? Don't do it. It's already going down. What was you saying? What was she saying? What did she mean by don't do it? Don't end your life? Was she telling him not to kill himself? So you think you say you think the dad will get all those hits simply because he bought the gun? Yeah, I mean, but see, when I say the mother, I think the mother is gonna get hit like that. I mean, she got digital. She just got so much digital evidence up against her. She's texting him, knowing that he's doing this and doing that, and she's texting him like pretty much. And you know what I mean, like I say, she's basically a co-conspirator. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at you. Just don't get caught. You know what I mean? You're basically a co-conspirator at this point. You know what I mean? I pretty much get a father. I mean, he's an idiot. I still call him an idiot for even getting the gun for him. You know what I mean? And then, like I say, the whole thing, I don't even, he was just an idiot. You know what I mean? A go along idiot. You know what I mean? And it came back to bite him. But the mother, how many different texts, how many different times she texted him in reference to that gun? No, I think they're gonna drag her. I think they're gonna drag the mother. That's what I think. I think they're gonna drag her. Hey, you say legally? You say, yeah, you think legally? Yeah, I mean, yeah. And see, and that's why I say that I think that's where his whole thing lied. He purchased the gun, but see, he got it going like he didn't think that the gun was missing. And I mean, he didn't know the gun was missing out the drawer or whatever. But the whole time, the mother actually knew. You know what I mean? The mother knew that that gun was missing. She knew that the gun was in Ethan's bag. You know what I mean? She knew that Ethan had took the gun. She knew he had the gun. So that's basically like, you know what I mean? I don't know. And then, like I say, at any time, because they gonna be like, if she knew he had it, at any time, she could have prevented that. She could have prevented that. She could have said, Ethan got the gun. You know what I mean? When they was at the school meeting, she could have told the father, if he didn't already know, you know what I mean? Could have told the father. They could have called the police while they was there, whatever. And Ethan got the gun. You know what I mean? And that's what they gonna be looking at. Like, why didn't you say something beforehand? You know what I mean? I guess she gonna say the same thing. Well, I didn't. It didn't dawn on me to check the drawer until I heard about the school shooting. Then I realized the gun was gone. No, man. I'm telling you, I'm standing on what I'm standing on what I said. I seriously think after they bought that gun, man, I think Ethan, I think Ethan had got possession of that gun and refused to give it back. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he got possession of it and refused to get the gun back. And like got on some old come and get it. Come and get it. You going I dare you come and take it. I dare you come and take it. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. I say it's gonna be very watch. It's gonna be a circus, bro. That whole court thing gonna be a circus. It's gonna be a circus. Watch. And it's you watch it because then it's going because now at this point it's now they go into rights being sold. Like I say, it's all about rights being sold. You know what I mean? People selling their stories. So it's going to be so much stuff that it's going to be a complete circus, man. And just like I say, when it come down to it, trust me, I believe I believe they gonna switch up on that. They gonna switch up on the sun, man. When it come down to it, I think they're gonna switch up on the sun. Because if they I was getting ready to say because they was already getting ready to lead the country. They was already getting ready to lead the country. So if they would have left the country, they wasn't gonna come back for his court date. It wasn't like they was gonna come back for his court date. You know what I mean? They was not coming back for his court date. They was chalking him up. You know what I mean? He was chalking him up. You lost, bro. You on your own. You know what I mean? They already know. He's done. He's a past tense. They already know he's a past tense. Now they in save myself mode. I gotta save myself. That's what mode they in. Watch, this is gonna make for good television. The whole thing is gonna make for good television. You know what I mean? Oh, well, he's washed. Ian's washed. Ian is washed. It's all about what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Are we going do do we want to spend the rest of our lives behind this wall with Ethan, or or do we get 10 years? Do we walk away with 10 years and maybe have a little time left on the back end? I'm telling you, watch they gonna step on Ethan. The mother and father gonna step on Ethan, man. You watch, I tell you. I could just see it. I could see it just the fact that they are a dysfunctional group. You know what I mean? I don't know. You say, well, I haven't seen nothing yet as far as, you know what I mean, whether it will or not. But more than likely it will. More than likely it's going to be, because everybody want to see. Everybody's going to want to know exactly. It's too much information out there. You know what I mean, especially in regards to the mother. You know what I mean? So everybody's going to want to exactly what happened with the mother. You know what I mean? How far she went out of bounds. You know what I mean? She was just way out of bounds. It was so many red flags that went up, and she just ignored each and every one of them. You know what I mean? So, like I say, the whole thing is going to shape up to make for good television, man. You say, you say, you say Canada would have shipped them back priority mail, huh? No holes, and they wouldn't have put no holes in the box or nothing. They wouldn't have put no breathing holes in the box or nothing. Huh? just all, just all tape, just all tape, so they couldn't escape. You say the Maxwell trial. What Maxwell trial? I don't know if I'm familiar with that one or not. But like I say, oh, Epstein's girlfriend. Yeah, but see, but I guarantee you, if he wouldn't, if he wouldn't have got off, you know what I mean? If Epstein wouldn't have got off, you know what I mean, his trial would have been televised. His trial would have been. They just looking at her like, eh, it's all about who's going to watch. They crunching numbers. They crunching numbers. Like, you know what I mean? Is it worth? Is it really worth us going through all of this to put this out there? You know what I mean? But with this whole thing with the school shooter, I mean, whoa. You talking about in the Epstein case, jurors are going missing? What are you on, some Al Chapo? What are you on, some old Al Chapo type? Wow, that's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up on that. I really wasn't even paying that no mind. But I guess ain't no telling. But that go deep. That whole joint go deep. Yeah, that whole joint go deep. Because they got stuff on a lot of people. They got stuff on a lot of people. So the people that's in the background that don't want to be exposed, you know what I mean? They might go to some great lengths. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because from what I'm hearing, it ain't too many people that's in the industry. You know what I mean? That at one point in time hadn't been to his to his joint. You know what I mean? Hadn't came to his spot. So if they was there, more than likely they was partying just like everybody else. You know what I mean? People can be weird, man. Oh man, that dude is just old Jesse. Jesse is crazy, man. That dude is crazy. He is crazy, man. that whole thing, his case reminded me of the what's that damn case that with the bodybuilder that they made the movie out of. They made the movie out of that case with the three guys from the gym kidnapped and tried to kill the guy. And he wouldn't, and he wouldn't die, and he ended up telling on him, and they went to jail and all. What was that movie? No Pain, No Gain. That's what Jesse joint remind me of, man. Like he just drew the he put that whole plan together in crayon. He wrote that whole plan out in crayon. Like he wrote it out in crayon. You know what I mean? Illustrations and everything. Illustrations and everything. Leave rope around my neck. Big ass picture, stick person and shit with the words beside it. Leave rope around my neck. Out of here, man. Dude, bugged out, man. He's straight bugged out. Just right, right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It probably will be. It probably will be. Because it's funny as hell. I mean, just to think that when it all came out, that he actually thought in his head. Nobody else would have thought that in their head, but in Jesse's head, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. This is gonna revamp my career. This is gonna be life after Empire. Life after Empire. Out of here, man. You got a bunch of screwed up people, man, in the industry. The industry is weird. Talking about weird. The industry is weird. With a capital W. I'm gonna pay. And I guarantee you, he probably watched that movie. He probably watched that movie. And when he put this plan, when he put that plan together, he probably watched that movie. You watch. You watch, man. I'm telling you. He watched that movie, man. Jesse watched that movie. Jesse watched that movie, No Pain, No Gain. And he said he making his own version of that joint. He gonna make his own. He made his own version. What he do? He went and got some bodybuilders. He went and got some bodybuilders. he, he even went and got bodybuilders. You can't make this. You can't make this stuff, man. You can't even make this stuff up, man. You cannot make this stuff up, man. Then they gonna sue him. He probably already wrote the movie. He already wrote the movie while he was waiting to go to court. They gonna sue him for plagiarism. They gonna sue him for plagiarism. That's really crazy, man. What the hell did they? What the hell did? What's up, Northwood? What the hell? What what happened when in the first trial? Didn't he get found? He got found not guilty in the first trial? I don't even remember what happened with the first trial. This is the second one, right? Because I could have swore it was something that he was going to court for, or they said something about, or they said something about they was throwing stuff out or something. I can't remember. I can't remember. Or was it the brothers went to court or something, and they found the brothers not guilty or something like that? Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was getting ready to say because I know this was like the second one. Yeah, yeah. I'm good. I'm good, Northwood. I'm just tripping, man. I'm just tripping. Off. You might get out in late, man. We was already talking about what's his face? Uh what's his face? God damn it. Ethan. Ethan. We was talking about Ethan earlier. I say I think Ethan parents is gonna throw him under the bus, man. I think I think Ethan parents gonna throw him under the bus when they go to court, man. They already try to leave him. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, they was getting ready to leave the country. I mean, they tried to leave the country. like I was saying, had they left the country, they wasn't going to come back to show up for his court date. You know what I mean? They wasn't going to be in the courtroom when he went to court. They was chalking him up. They was chalking him up as a loss. He was an expense. He was an expense. He was an expense that that they was not going to be able to write off on their taxes. I mean, you know, he's not deductible. He was non-deductible. They was about to get up out of there. Right? Yeah, yeah, they were. They was about to get low. You know what I mean? So I was telling them, I was like, I got them going in the courtroom, man. I got them going in the courtroom and say anything that they can. They know that boy ain't going nowhere, man. I was telling Drewski, I was like, I don't know. They gonna go in there, man. It's gonna be a like a three person Royal Rumble. Everybody Everybody gonna be trying to get the other one out of there. The father gonna be like, father gonna get up there. Father might take the stand. I mean, father might get up on the stand and testify in his own defense. I don't know what happened. They just ruined my life. I knew it was a mistake. I knew it was a mistake. They just ruined my life. It was all their fault. It was all them. You see, I told y'all. I called y'all. The father gonna be like, I called y'all and told y'all it was my son. I mean, I told y'all. The father gonna go in there. You watch. Watch what I tell you, man. Watch what I tell you. Tell you, man, all this joint. The act, I mean, his act was just totally horrible. His act was horrible. But what's about to happen, what's about to happen, you watch what I tell you, man. They gonna get in there because they already divorced, whether they know it or not. They already divorced. Well, they're not divorced. They're not divorced. They're separated. They are separated. Separated. They are separated. I mean, so it ain't. You know what I mean? The divorce is inevitable. You know what I mean? It ain't no saving that. They gonna be in there. They gonna be in there trying to throw each other under the bus. I guarantee you. I'm willing to bet money. I mean, you watch what I tell you. Shit, he tried to dip out. He tried to get up out of it early. The father tried to get up out of it early. he was going to use that. Trust me. If you mark my words, I guarantee you, when they go to court, the father's lawyer is going to say those actual words. My client actually called the police and told them that I think my son's the shooter. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. Why is he gonna be in there? I'm telling you. And I didn't know that. I had no idea that she knew that he had the gun in his bag while we were in the school talking to them people. He could have killed me. He could have killed me. I heard them whispering. I would wake up and hear them whispering. I mean, all the time. I would wake up and hear them whispering all the time. I never trusted them. I never trusted my son or my wife. I never trusted neither one of them. What? That joint is gonna be a circus, man. You watch what I tell you. It's gonna be a circus. The father's gonna try to get up out of there, man. The father got another son by another woman, by his ex-wife. He got an ex-wife, and he got his son. You know what I mean? He gonna try to wash his hands. He's gonna try to wash his hands of that whole situation. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna basically try to wash his hands of that whole situation and try to save himself, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And they gonna want to know. Then it's gonna all come out. Well, what was y'all trying to do? What were y'all what were y'all plans when y'all took the $4,000, when y'all took the 4,000 out of the ATM and went to Detroit? What are y'all playing? And we caught y'all in that art studio, or yeah. Oh, we were gonna buy a painting. we would we were there to purchase a painting. we, we we were actually going to pay for a family portrait. we we were there to commission a family portrait. Okay, man, you people crazy, man. You watch when it all come out, man. Watch when it all come out, man. I'm telling you, I be figuring it out, man. I be figuring it out, man. I be vibing. I be vibing. Just watching. And I be I be feeling the energy. And I and I could look at those two, just watching those two in when they was in having their arraignment. When they was having the arraignment. You know what I mean? I could already see. I could already see that's gonna be something else, man. The father gonna try to save himself, man. Ian already washed. Ian is washed already, and they got more evidence. They got more evidence that of the mother's wrongdoing, more so than the father. Yeah, the father was a crackpot. Father was an actual crackpot for actually purchasing the actual weapon, but the mother is all on social media, you know what I mean, actually publicizing, you know what I mean, the gun with her son, you know what I mean, texting the son, don't get caught, you know what I mean, I'm not mad at you, don't get caught, LOL, and all this craziness, you know what I mean. Yeah, they gonna yeah, only thing the father gonna say is I bought the gun, and I was going to try to use it as a tool for us to bond, and as a bonding tool. You know what I mean? He's going to say that he bought it for him and his son to bond. You know what I mean? I had no idea that he was actually taking the gun. I had no idea. You know what I mean? But the mother can't say that. You know what I mean? The mother ain't gonna be able to say that because she's texting him saying just don't get caught. You know what I mean? So yeah, she's just, you know what I mean? I mean, you telling him just don't get caught, but you on the phone texting him. You doing the same thing he doing, leaving a digital trail. You leaving digital breadcrumbs just like him. Both of both of y'all digital breadcrumbs meet up. You know what I mean? I just might as well scrape up all those digital breadcrumbs and make some digital stuffing. You know what I mean? Shit. Cause you gonna miss cause you gonna miss the next couple Thanksgivings. You're gonna miss the next couple Thanksgivings. You know what I mean? I never I never had digital stuffing, but they can have some. People crazy, man. But I try to tell you. I done seen a bunch of crazy stuff happen. No, no. Oh, you say ammunition. He was looking at ammunition. Yeah, you mean ammunition. Yeah, yeah. Now that, yeah, that's what he was doing. That was before he drew the little picture and stuff with the gun and the body with the bullet wounds in it. You know what I mean? Right. So she was basically encouraging him. You know what I mean? She was low key encouraging him. You know what I mean? She was low key encouraging his shenanigans. You know what I mean? I ain't go ahead. You go just keep on. Just go ahead and do what you do. Yeah, just go ahead and do what you do. You know what I mean? But I got you. You okay? You okay? But ain't smart enough to realize that anything that go across the internet is forever. All that stuff is forever. You know what I mean? It's forever. Ever, ever. Ever, ever. It's crazy. You mark my words. Mark my words. The father is gonna flip on the mother and the son, and the mother is gonna flip on the son. They both gonna flip on the son, but the father is gonna flip on the mother and the son. Mark my words. Mark my words. I'm telling you, looking at all them 15s. That's all right now. All they seeing is 4 15s. I'm telling you, when the judge was when the judge was calling off them charges and stuff, the mother was about to pass out. The mother was about to pass out. You tell you could tell she was losing. You know what I mean, the blood stopped going to her brain. You know what I mean, her brain has stopped getting oxygen. You know what I mean, her brain has straight stopped getting oxygen. She was about 5, 10 seconds away from dropping. I'm telling you, the only thing she kept hearing was another count, another count. Punishable by 15. Punishable by up to 15 years. And she heard that, she heard that 4 times. She was sitting there, she was actually sitting there. I don't know if she actually figured out, I'm not even sure if she actually figured out that it was a total of 60 years or not. But I'm quite sure she was trying to add it up in her head. She was trying to add it up because she got stuck. She was stuck. And the judge asked the question. She was just, she was, judge was like, you hear me? Yes, yes, your honor. Yes, your honor. Everybody shaking their head no. Well, everybody as far as the defense, the lawyers for the defense and the defense was shaking their head no. like like we being railroaded. I can't believe this happening. I can't believe this is happening. Like, yeah, I know, I know what it looks like. I know what it looks like, but that's not what it is. It's not what it is. You know, you can, you know what they say. You can only, you don't listen to anything you hear and only believe half of what you see. And this half of what you see, you can't believe it. You can't. You can't believe this half of what you just saw. Can you take back 2 of those 15s? Can you at least take back 2 of those 15s, please? She kept hearing was 15, 15, 15, 15. Drop it. I don't know how old she is right now, but I'm quite sure. I think they were in their 30s. I think they in their 30s. Yeah, so you talking about if if they was to get found guilty and the judge wanted to make a show enough example out of them and gave them the max for each one, you know what I mean? And let them and give them consecutive joints. You know what I mean? You're talking about a whole 60. You're talking about a whole 60 piece. I'm not sure how Detroit penal system, you know what I mean, penal system is set up, but shit, even you lucky with 60. If you, shit, I can't see motherfucker doing no less. I mean, no less than 40 on that 60. So you talking about getting out of, if you make it out of that joint, you talking about you gonna be like 80, 80 plus. You know what I mean? Yeah, there ain't nobody, we ain't risking it, Jack. They say we ain't risking it. I ain't about to play ball. I ain't about to play ball with y'all when it come to mine. They gonna start telling on each other. They gonna start giving up information that's not even pertinent to the case. What I tell you? And then she also did this. She also did this and that. She even stole grapes from the supermarket. When every time we made market, she stood there and she would eat at least a pound and a half of grapes before before we made it to the checkout. I'm telling you gonna tell everything. You gonna give up everything. You're gonna give up everything except the keys to the door. Everything except for the keys to the front door. Why should I tell you? But what I say is my observation from what I see from the outside looking in. I think you had a nutty mother. You had a nutty mother. You had a simple-minded father, and you had a simple-minded, nutty child. You know what I mean? And at the end, he was. I'm quite. It appears to me that he's the type of person. I actually think that they were scared of him. I'm looking at the whole thing like he was actually scared, that like they were scared of the kid, man. This is what I'm getting. You know what I mean? I'm actually getting that they were actually scared of this kid, man. And I'm thinking that sure enough, that once he had possession of that gun, that they told him to put it back. You know what I mean? Wherever they was so-called keeping it. You know what I mean? And he refused. And he refused. Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Didn't he look like it though? Didn't he look like it? Didn't he look like it? whether whether it was whether whether it was prescribed or it was self-prescribed. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. And I mean, I be thinking, people be thinking 15, oh, 15, 15. But then I got to think back, you know what I mean? I got to think back and be like, you know what I mean? Whereas though I done seen a lot of crazy stuff by the age of 15, but I wouldn't have never, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have never thought of doing nothing stupid like that. You know what I mean? And I couldn't imagine, you know what I mean? Well, I can't imagine because it would have never happened. You know what I mean? I know my parents wouldn't have bought me no freaking firearm when I was 15 years old. You know what I mean? There's no way in the world my parents would have bought me no firearm at no 15 years age. You know what I mean? That would have never happened. And in this lifetime, you know what I mean? If I left and got reincarnated the next day, it still wouldn't have happened. You know what I mean? If I was born on Christmas Day, it wouldn't have happened. But you talking about Ethan? You saw Ethan on the camera or the father? Oh damn. See that and that's the thing. And see now that's the thing. See, was he just on prescribed medicine or was he doing him? You know what I mean? Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I seriously want to know, and I gotta look into that to see if they say he was actually on medication, if he was actually being prescribed medication for some psychiatric type of deal. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that right there is crazy. Right, right. Yeah, I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna check that out later. I'm gonna check that out later. I'm gonna definitely check that out later. Yeah, because I mean, then that just make it even worse. But if he was actually, I mean, diagnosed with some kind of psychiatric issue, that you actually purchased a firearm for somebody that has actual mental issues. I mean, you, oh man, I don't know, bro. This is, man, this is really, see, I didn't get a chance to catch all that. I really gotta dive into this one. I really gotta dive into this one because I done missed a bunch of stuff. Yeah, so but see, they going to chew through all that though. They gonna look at the whole joint. You know what I mean? You say the parents told the boss he didn't eat that morning, huh? Is that what was it? He said boss wasn't buying it. I wouldn't have been buying it either. I wouldn't have been buying it either. I'd have been like, get your line, get your line self up out of here. Go fall, go fall yourself out the door. Go fall out that door over there. Go fall out that doorway and say exit. That's bugged out. That's crazy. And I'm telling you, see, and that right there just let me think, make me think even more. Because if you taking different type of medications like that, I mean, you be prone to different type of mood swings and stuff like that. Man, I can see now. I can actually see him bucking. I can actually see him bucking on his parents, man. But who actually knew? Who actually he actually told somebody this? Did he actually tell somebody that he was going to do that? That I think I saw something, but I didn't actually read. I didn't actually read it. But he actually told somebody that he was going to do this. Because I know that I was looking at the joint, but I didn't see no footage or nothing. But I said I was looking at something, and they were saying that the school saw him going into the bathroom with his book bag, and then they seen one of the kids run out the bathroom, but the other kid, as he shot the other kid in the head first. I mean, and that was the one that was the swimmer. I mean, not the swimmer. I said fucking swimmer. The one that bowled in golf. Shilling. Yeah, he shot the kid Shilling first. Yeah, he shot him first, shot him in the head. And I guess the other kid that was in there, you know what I mean? I don't know if he said something to him when because he went in the bathroom, I guess to get his weapon ready or whatever. And he was in the bathroom, and I don't know if he said something to him or if he just pulled that joint out and just popped him. I don't know. But they say one ran out the joint. He only hit one of them. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I gotta look at that though, Drew. Because that was bugged out. But I mean, once he so he probably said something like when he posted the picture when he posted the picture of the gun, he probably just got to talking all kind of crazy. You know what I mean? And people probably just was like, "Oh man, he just talking. He just talking. He ain't gonna do nothing. He just talking." You know what I mean? But he probably felt like once they had that meeting, because the people told his mother and father that they got 48 hours, that they had 48 hours to find him counseling. You know what I mean? So I guess he probably thought in his head like, man, I go to counseling, they might try to admit me or something. They might try to commit me. You know what I mean? No, I ain't, you know what I mean? No, they gonna try to commit me. I ain't going out like that. Just snap. That's crazy, man. I just keep hearing more twists and turns to this whole, you know what I mean, joint. Tell me, keep talking. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But it was like it was like I said, it was a couple things though. It was a couple things. That was the drawing. The drawing is what they had the meeting over that day. They had the meeting that day over the drawing that he had drew. It had he drew the picture of the gun and had a person with multiple gunshot wounds and with a emoji smile on their face emoji and all this old crazy picture. You know what I mean? Just crazy. That's what made them call his parents in that particular day. But they had already caught him searching ammunition on his phone while he was in school. So if you put those two incidents together, you know what I mean, it would make you think that they would say, look, that's enough. That's enough. You know what I mean? Y'all got to take him out. Y'all got to get him counseling in 48 hours, but you got to take him home until, you know what I mean? Ain't no way in the world that they should have let him stay in there. You know what I mean? That was too many red flags. You know what I mean? And then he's posting a weapon on his social media. I'm like, man. I said that's crazy. It's gonna be lawsuits going all around. It's gonna be enough lawsuits for everybody. Guarantee you. Because the school system gonna get it too. They definitely gonna hit the school system because they gonna be like, no, how did y'all not? How did y'all not? You know what I mean? Send him out of here. You know what I mean? They didn't search his bag, didn't search his. And I was looking at something today that said that the school had the actual right to search his locker and his bag, but they ain't searched neither one. You know what I mean? That would have been the first thing. That would have been the first thing that they should have done. If you was concerned about, you know what I mean, the drawing. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, big time. Big time. Like I say, when trust me, I don't know how all the parents of them victims feel about the whole thing, but it's going to be somebody that's going to sue the school system. Without a doubt. There ain't no way they could have prevented that whole thing. I just can't get it out my head though that this guy is sitting that they having a meeting. You sitting in there in a meeting. Got your mother and father. They didn't call your mother and father in there, and they got you in there. And these people talking about this disturbing picture that you done drew, and the whole time you sitting in there with the gun in your bag. You got the gun in your bag. In your bag. That's why I say, I don't know, man. It just make me think like, then you say about that he was on medication and stuff. I can see him being one of those types, man, where though it's my gun, it's my gun. You bought it for me. I'm keeping it. I'm not giving it back. It's mine. You want it? Come get it. Come and get it. I dare you. Guarantee you, man. Guarantee you, man. I'm guarantee you. Like I say, and when the school say try to get the parents to take him home that day, like I said the last time, if they would have agreed and been like, all right, we're gonna take him home, he probably would have flipped out and killed his parents in there. He probably would have flipped out and shot that meeting up. He probably would have started shooting the people that was in that actual meeting. They would have been they probably would have still shooting students too, but he'd have shot them first. I'm telling you, he probably would have shot them first. I mean, I said that on the last joint. I mean, when I said I think he had that gun in his bag. The whole time he had that joint in his bag. And I said, they made maybe they made a mistake, or maybe they was, but who knows, man? It might be a whole bunch of other stuff come out. He might have, who knows? He probably didn't try to kill. He probably didn't already try to kill his parents or something before. And the mother was like, and then the mother probably been like, oh, he was just playing. He was just playing. You know, he was just playing. He wasn't serious. He wasn't. He was going to turn the gas off. He was going to. He wasn't going to try to kill us for real. He was going to cut the gas off. I'm thinking along that lines too. But once it was already established, instead of them telling the police that he had the gun and all that, they probably figured that if we tell the police that he's in there with a gun and he's in a school setting, they're gonna come in there and they're gonna kill him. We'll just deal with it when he comes home tonight. We'll address this when he comes home this evening. And Ethan knew that when he came home that night that they was going to try to take his gun. Now, I mean, they was going to try to take his gun, and Ethan got it in his head that, man, I'm not going home tonight. They not going to take my gun. They're not taking my gun. I'm not going back to that house tonight. and Ethan got busy. Oh, I wish they could fast track that trial. I so wish they could fast track that trial. Yeah, man, you watch. You watch. I'm telling you, it's just the way that the stuff is coming out, that the information is coming out right now. The way the information is coming out right now, that's exactly what I'm getting from the whole thing, man. Could you imagine? I mean, because like I say, you got somebody that got psychiatric issues or whatever. Like I say, they prone to outbursts and mood swings and stuff. And you give them something, you give them something like that. You give them something, a firearm, and then you're gonna say, I'm buying this for you, but it has to stay. It has to stay in here. They gonna flip out. You said you was buying it for me. You know what I mean? Man, I'm telling you, you see when she texts them, Ian, don't do it. Ian, don't do it. You know, it's already going down. What you mean, don't do it? It's all Ian already got it popping. You know what I mean? What are you saying? Don't shoot yourself. Had to be. See it already, man. Like I said, watch you. This gonna be this whole thing. This whole trial thing is gonna be, man. It's gonna be a freaking circus. Mark my words, man. Watch. It's gonna be a. It's it's gonna be a circus, and then it's gonna make for good television, man. Guarantee you. By the time they get a little ways into their trial, it's gonna be so much that came out just by the time before they get halfway through their trial, that they're gonna have different people offering them money for their rights if they haven't already started doing it. Guarantee. Man, this shit been crazy. I guess I say now. Now you know it's somebody out there plotting, right? Right now it's somebody out there plotting like I gotta go up. I gotta one up him. They're saying I gotta one up him. You got some nut out there that's saying that I gotta do something to one up him. You know what I mean? I gotta whatever I do gotta get more attention than he's getting. And right now they hashing their plan. They putting their plan together as I speak. And this is the crazy, this is the crazy times we in right now. I tell everybody, man, you gotta be extra careful. You gotta be extra careful on how you talk to people. You know what I mean? You gotta be extra careful how you talk to people. You know what I mean? Because you never know. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, man. I see it's so crazy right now, man. It's so crazy. That's just the way it is. You can be out and one thing triggers somebody. They already going through it, and you say something to a person, and it triggers somebody, and next thing you know, it's over. It's over. Yeah, this kid got to take it. This kid got to jump off of this joint for the night. And I think I got to thank the family for stopping by. You know what I mean? And kicking it with your boy. You know what I mean? I gotta keep track of the news cycle. Keep track of the news cycle and get on here and try to make sense. Jump on this joint and try to make sense of all the madness. You know what I mean? And push that message and try to keep pushing that message. You know what I mean? Keep pushing that madness. You know what I mean? Not pushing the madness. I'm saying pushing the madness. I'm definitely getting tired. I'm definitely not getting there. I'm already am, but you know what I mean? Not push the madness, but trying to stop the madness. You know what I mean? Y'all get it. You know what I mean? So to the next time, don't forget, great minds think alike. And everybody got greatness in them. You never know when somebody gonna come along, pull that greatness up out of you. So don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, share. It's your boy C Major, 2 in the air. To the next time, y'all, watch what you say to people, because I would hate to see you front page.